Broncos country, what's going on? Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, especially a long weekend with the Broncos getting that victory over the New Orleans Saints on Thursday night. Hope you're still enjoying the football weekend, but we're going to dive into the offensive performance review that the Denver Broncos had against the New Orleans Saints. And I think that there's some great things, great positives to take away from this. So y'all be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please like and subscribe to David Talks Broncos. It's going to help share this with the rest of Broncos country. Let's get it started. First, let's take a look at the pass blocking. And this was great to see a nice bounce back performance from our offensive line, especially in pass blocking. Garrett Bowles with a nice grade of 90.6. Mike McGlinchey making his return. Of course, Alex Palczewski was out, and Mike McGlinchey played great. You see 84 grade overall in pass blocking, only gave up one hurry and pressure. That's great. And I also wanted to point out here, our tight ends getting involved. You can see here, Nate Atkins, Michael Barton, I guess more of a fullback, but good grades as well. Quinn Miners didn't allow a sack, hit, hurry, or pressure. And Ben Powers only allowed 2 pressures, 2 hurries. So overall, like, our day for the offensive line was great. We had 0 sacks, 0 hits, 8 hurries, 8 pressures. Now, here at the bottom, you'll see this. Javonte wasn't graded in having his best day in pass protection, 26.3. That's more of an outlier with what we've seen from him. And then Alex Forsyth didn't get a good grade at all in pass blocking, 21 grade overall. A little surprising here, but I'll have to go back and watch the replay, specifically taking a look at his performance, but was not graded, at least by this PFF guy, with with any favoritism. 21 overall. I mean, that's really bad. But you can see in true pass sets, I think our line played really, really well. This is where we really struggled against the Chargers. And hey, even Alex Forsyth had a little bit better performance in true pass sets. But yeah, I think we did well. Again, no sacks on the day. So A+ from the line, in my opinion, when it comes to the pass blocking. Every game where you're keeping Bo Nix completely clean like that, that's always really nice. But let's go ahead and get to the run blocking. We were able to run so much better against the Chargers. And I want to shout out Lucas Kroll. I mean, he's a guy that doesn't have or isn't known for his blocking, right? That's been a huge area where he's needed to grow. And here you see him have a run grade here of 80.2. So it was nice to see him on his 8 run blocks graded well at that. And we had Ben Powers, Garrett Bowles, Forsyth had a good grade of 70.1. Quinn Miners in the green, 67. Mike McGlinchey in the green, 67. So pretty much all of our starting offensive linemen were, they graded within that 67 grade and up. And so that's always really, really nice to see. I did think that Troy Franklin had a couple nice run blocks out there. I'll need to check more on the replay as well, just to see if there was anything else that really stuck out. But I guess an Alex Forsyth here. Yeah, 70.1. I think I called that out. Overall, we had a much better run game this game against the New Orleans Saints. Really proud of how the guys battled. But let's go ahead and get into the rushing. We saw a bounce back performance here from Javonte Williams. 14 attempts, 88 yards, 6.3 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns. One of the best games of his career, in my opinion. I thought he played in this game. Jaleel McLaughlin, 4 attempts, 35 yards, 8.8 average. This is the type of spell back I love. Jaleel can come in there, really give you a bolt of energy, really give you some juice. 8.8. Audric Estime, 5.8, but a fumble. Come on, man. Got to be better than that. And then Bo Nix, I love the fact that we're getting him involved, not only with some option plays to utilize his legs, but he's also scrambling. He can turn a sack into a positive gain. That's something that we haven't had here in a very long time. 10 attempts, 75 yards, 7.5 average. Again, 2 TDs from Jaleel McLaughlin. As a whole, as a team as a whole, we rushed for 225 yards, 6.4 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns, 1 fumble. But man, absolutely wonderful to see us get our mojo back. Now, if it's true that Alvin Kamara is demanding a trade, man, I would love to bring him in, even just for short term. Let's get this offense some more weapons, some more juice. But nonetheless, Javonte Williams, great bounce back game. Super proud of him for that. Let's string these performances moving forward, shall we? This was kind of a get right game for us, and I did feel like we definitely got right. Let's take a look at like how we were getting these yards. You can see here that the yards per attempt, the middle right, 8.5 yards a carry on 4 attempts. So right in between Quinn Miners and Alex Forsyth, we were really doing a lot of damage. That's really nice to see. Also behind the right guard, of course, Quinn Miners 6.7. We had a nice 20-yard rush, or Javonte Williams did here in that A gap next to Alex Forsyth and Ben Powers. So I think like overall, when you're looking at this, we were able to run pretty effectively between our interior. That's always very, very nice. Let's move on to Bo Nix, man. Not the best day from him, definitely, but kind of it was around the season average that he's had so far of 61.5%. Of course, you want to see that improve. I think his footwork in this game was really evident of just how they're wide open guys. Credit to Sean Payton getting these guys wide open. Got to clean up the footwork. Just got to settle down. Just got to take a breath. And he'll be able to hit those guys in the future. No doubt about it. Do I think that Bo Nix is going to settle in and he's going to start to hit those throws? But 16 of 26, again, 61.5% completion, 164 yards, no TDs, also no interceptions. Thank God. I mean, he did have one dropped. Okay, but at the end of the day, it goes on the stat sheet as not an interception. Not the best day for Bo Nix, but he did enough. And what was awesome was even though things weren't working super well in the passing game, he gave us another 75 yards on the ground. That is important. So responsible for over 230, maybe even close to 240 yards of offense from Bo Nix. You'll love to see it. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at how he did against pressure. You can see here, not a lot of throws downfield. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 attempts. That's it from 10 yards and beyond. And yeah, I mean, again, not the best day. 0 of 1 in a lot of these places, but was able to connect on a few downfield, which was great to see. I think one of these was to Troy Franklin here for about 30 yards or so. Maybe one of them was like Lucas Kroll. Trying to remember, but this is very important. This is something that I love to see over the middle. This is very important to the long-term success of this offense that Bo Nix can hit passes in this quadrant over the middle from 0 to 10 yards, 7 of 8, 69 yards. Yeah, you'll take that. No doubt about it. And of course, he was great behind the line of scrimmage. Now, kept clean. Bo Nix, 83% completion. Yes, please. 9 yards per attempt. That's good. 162 yards. So pretty much all of his yards were generated through the air when he was kept clean. Under pressure, you can see he was bad. 1 of 8, 12.5%, 2 yards. And then when blitzed, not great. 3 of 10, 30%. Not blitzed, 81%. 128 yards. So you can really see that if we're able to protect Bo Nix and if the defensive coordinator is not going to bring pressure, that's when he's at his best right now. These are numbers where as he continues to grow and goes throughout his career, we need to see him getting better about making teams pay for putting him under pressure or blitzing him. No doubt about it. And this is interesting too. I mean, so when he was kept clean, you can see this right here. Average depth of target, 5.4 yards. Getting the ball to his playmakers fast. Releasing that ball quickly. Now, under pressure, average depth of target was 12. Very interesting. When blitzed, again, similar numbers. 11.7 yards. Average depth of target, not blitzed, 4.7. So when he was not put under pressure, was not blitzed, he knew where he was going with the football and he got rid of it very quickly. That's what you want to continue to see. I think that bodes very well for his development in the future. And I think you will see him start to understand, okay, when pressure is coming, when a blitz is coming, where I'm going to be able to go with the football. That processing that processor is going to speed up. Let's take a look as well at the play action, the passing concept. 70% off of play action. Beautiful stuff. No play action, 56% completion percentage. Of course, the screen stuff he was really good at. No screens was 13 of 23. No screens for 56% completion. That needs to be better. No doubt about it. Kind of an uncharacteristic game from Bo, I feel like, with what we've seen passing downfield. The medium, he's usually been able to hit for more than 0% completion. There just wasn't a lot of that in this game, and we were running the ball really effectively too, which was nice. But yeah, 0 of 3 from the medium range, 10 to 19 yards. It's a little uncharacteristic of him. But again, very good in the short game. You'll love to see that, especially over the middle. So I think that just might be about it. Let's take a look at the receiving, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Javonte Williams, 3 receptions, 23 yards. Very nice. Again, I think he's been great in that third down back role for us. Nice to see Troy Franklin lead the team in receiving. 5 receptions, 50 yards. Devon Vele, 1 reception, 20 yards. Lucas Kroll getting involved in this game, 3 receptions, 41 yards. And Marvin Mims, I liked how he was utilized in this game, although it doesn't pop off the stat sheet. 2 receptions, 18 yards. Very, very nice. Oh, and then this just looks takes a look at where all these receivers were used. So I guess Troy Franklin was used in the short game for the most part. So I'm not going to break it down that to that sort of level, but just a great offensive performance from the offensive line, the running game. Those guys are really the MVPs. Bo Nix, he did a very good job of getting rid of the football, knowing where he was going with the football when they weren't bringing pressure. That's encouraging. Like, he's not bad when not under pressure. He's good when he's got a clean pocket. Okay, that's awesome. Now we need him to start getting more consistent against the blitz and against pressure, knowing where he's going with that football, right? So that's my biggest takeaway from today's game, or this week's game against the New Orleans Saints. Of course, y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll be back taking a look at the defense tomorrow. As always, y'all, go Broncos.